Hi guys, welcome back to Syokimaufm.Africa. Tuko hapo kwa Mind Hub and leo tuko na Alo aka Alan himself and we'll be talking about the role of family and friends in mental health, or rather family and friends as a safety net for mental health. So welcome Alan. So maybe unaweza first tuambie if you have how is your mental health?
Yeah, my mental health. So it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Si mbaya.
Si mbaya.
Si mbaya. Mimi mwenyewe nashukuru for the fact that, niko na peace, a form of peace in my mind. Hata kaa hizi ma insanity zote zenye zinaendelea hapo mazee. Yeah.
So what do you think, what role do you think family and friends play when it comes to mental health?
Well, support system. Wacha niseme kitu kaa support system. Support system ni muhimu, especially when it comes to family, especially in family and friends. Unapata siku hizi mazee, family is very distant. Like amongst people mazee, unapata very few families mazee actually stick close together. Wewe mwenyewe mazee, labda kuna kuzo wako mazee ujaongea na yeye like forever mazee, so ni get, si ndio? So unapata wewe mwenyewe amko so ukipata shida wewe mwenyewe mazee hutaki kuongea naye ama kitu kaa hiyo, but your support system mazee ni muhimu sana. Positive connections and also positive family relations. Actually kuna daktari mwingine alikuwa anasema the number one what's it called, reason why people have long life si hata kwenda gym ama kwenda eating right ama shit kaa, it's the amount of positive connections zenye uko nazo. So I think that support system in terms of family and friends is very important. Yeah.
So can you share an experience where your family ama your friends came through for you when ulikuwa down bad?
Yeah, I can give a couple. No, it's actually it's more of like me reaching out in a way to them, ama me reaching out to a friend, sindio? I don't have a lot of friends. I think I can count kaa 3 tu pekee, sindio? So like au wenye naweza sema nimetoka nao kutoka nini,
mbali.
Tumetoka mbali nao. So unapata mazee mabeshte wangu 3 ndo sana wenye naweza pigia at any time, but yeah, kuna instances zenye nimepigia familia, like my mom nampigia namwambia hey mazee ni aje, siko poa. By the way, don't ever feel ashamed to call your parents. They are here for a reason. Sa kaja kwa abandon ama amekunini mazee, they are there for you. Don't ever feel ashamed mazee. Mtu asiwe kufeel ashamed mazee call your parents for help. I think hiyo ndio kitu yenye hii society siku hizi mazee tuna feel obligated sana. Tio lazima ninunulie madhe nini, lakini at the end of the day madhe yako anataka kuona alive. Buda yako anataka kuona alive. Na that wouldn't change mazee, whether you're on the lowest nini ama to the highest peaks, ndio. But yeah, kuna matime nimewacall and yeah, they've come through for me in their own way. Yeah.
But there are people who they don't, for them family ama hata friends, they're not their go-to sa yenye wako vibaya, and I feel like most people wako hivyo juu they're scared of judgment from the family juu hao ni watu wanakujua, they know you. Probably your parents will be like wamekulea vizuri, wamekupea everything you want in life, then watakuwa na hiyo essence ya feel disappointed in you. So I feel like that's why most people probably hold back from talking to their family. They feel like wenyewe washajiona wao ni failure.
So wenyewe washajiona hiyo ndio saa initangwaje pressure especially when it comes to like family and also friends. These days we are always comparing ourselves to each other. Unaona nani amenunua hii, unaona nini parents mazee, unapata mbona usikue kaa kijana wa and honestly from the perspective of the parents uko like unataka mtu wako wa succeed at the end of the day. Hakuna parent yote anataka mtoto wake, but hiyo comparison sasa ina rob any joy that any achievement, hata kama ni ka achievement kadogo, hata kama umeanza kuchukua baby steps, unaweza pata hata you yourself, si ndio? Kuna mali ulikuwa kitambo, sa ukajipatia reality check, ukajipatia self regulation, si ndio? So ukaanza kutake some few steps, some baby steps, you know, people don't notice that one, si ndio? Ukaanza kuchukua some few steps, si ndio? Unapata nobody cares, si ndio? That few steps that you've taken nobody notices, si ndio? Alafu unapata saa we mwenyewe sasa hizo steps kidogo zenye umechukua they be taken back, unarudishwa back because now people are like, mbona hujakuwa kaa kijana, lakini wewe umeanza tu kujiregulate tu like let's say jana ama juzi ama a week ago, si ndio? So saa unapata hiyo ina kudemoralize kabisa, alafu unapata saa nobody can hurt you more than the people that you love, si ndio? Their words are very hurtful, si ndio? So if somebody actually says something that's demoralizing you, and if you've actually self-analyzed yourself and you're on the track of going back to the right path, you're actually trying, si ndio? It takes a tough mental state not to go back, si ndio? Not to go back, si ndio? But majority of people they don't have that tough mental state. So now unapata hata hii wiki moja nimejaribu, yani unaona nikaa mazee mimi kwenda huko, wacha basi nirudi, kama mimi ni mbaya wacha nikae tu mbaya basi. Now it becomes inakuja mazee inakuwa hivyo sasa. So unapata yes, family inaweza kuwa support system, family and friends mazee inaweza kuwa support system, but at the same time they can, especially if somebody is in a fragile mental state, ndio they can rob that person of that small achievement that you're trying to, those baby steps that you're trying to take towards a path of realignment to a better self, or a better version of you that you've envisioned. So don't compare yourself to anyone. Trust me, it will never work. Saa mtu mwenye ako chapter 35 ya kitabu yake labda ataenda kushikwa na makarao next week but one, na wewe uko hapo mazee umeanzia tu chapter 1, si ndio? Huwezi jua kenye mtu mazee anapitia chini ya maji. You know, some people mazee sahi they have this big flashy lifestyle, but there's a lot of stuff going behind the scenes mazee ningori. So unapata if you compare yourself mazee, you rob yourself of a lot of things. Hapo ndo saa mental state yako inaanza ku deteriorate.
So that's comparison, ndio. So you could say that's a cause of mental health. Pia naweza sema the family and friends themselves, in as much as they're supposed to be our safe space and the people we run to when things go left, I feel like wenyewe at times they're actually the initial cause you're not being okay mentally. Sometimes families zinakuja na a lot of pressure. Sana okay, I'm not firstborn, but I feel like firstborn daughters and sons, like wanawekeanga so much pressure, like you need to do this, your younger siblings wanakuangalia, na pia factors zingine tu kama family zingine tu ziko toxic, ziko disoriented, dysfunctional.
It's actually passing on passing on that trauma to the next generation. Hiyo ndio saa kenye that's actually what we're facing right now, sindio? Majority of what we're facing right now in terms of mental health, especially in terms of family and friends, is people whose trauma, the parents' trauma, wameibury down so deep they passed it on to their children unknowingly. Wameipitisha kwa watoi. Unapata saa kuna trauma fulani ilikuhapenia, unaipitisha kwa mtoto wako bila wewe kutake the necessary steps to heal that trauma. Unaibottle down, you bottle it down, you bottle it down, you bottle it down, it comes exploding through your child.
I feel like most of our parents,
hiyo ndo saa firstborn sasa, like maybe hiyo ndo kenye saa ma firstborn saa wanapitianga. Unapata hizo ma expectations zote zenye mtu amewekewa, it's a form of trauma that
unhealed trauma from the parents.
Unhealed trauma from the parents sasa inapasiwa all along to the child. To the child, especially now the firstborn, the first child.
So our parents, I feel like wali grow in times where I don't think mental health was a thing. Or ilikuwa tu go to school, get a job, uolewe, take care of your family. Hivyo tulikuwa tu around you. Okay, there's some parents who actually take time and talk to their kids and guide through life, but I think the bigger percentage ni wenye tu pia wao wanaeka vile wao walilelewa na hiyo pia wao they just take you to school na advice itakwambia ukuwe mzuri, probably avoid the police, for girls usipate mimba, for boys usido drugs, just the need, but they don't actually talk to you about the real things that zina happen. You pia they went through tough times. Most of our parents the moms, some of them they're victims of hizo early pregnancies, so I feel like most of them pia iliwapush kukua in walienda tu waolewe. In those times ilikuwa wewe ukipea mtu mimba unafaa umuoe, like they were so strict on, walikuwa mambo ya morals haikuwa mchezo. Ukipea mtu mimba unaenda kwao, hivyo ndio amekuwa bibi yako. So I feel like most of them wako pia kwa marriages circumstantial. So pia wao I think wana battle their own demons. And I feel like pia wao sahi ndio pia wao wanaanza kurealize some things, so it makes it hard. Pia sisi hatufai ku expect that much from them.
But now you see the moment that happens and you don't address it, the moment you realize kuna mahali nili mess up, and you don't address it because now you're the parent and nobody is supposed to question you, a question will still come. If it's not from you, it'll come from somebody else. It can either even come from your child. Mtoto wako anaweza amua at some point in time, after 17 years umekuwa ukiekeo trauma unaanlisha mtoto wako, after 17 years mtoto wako airudishe sasa. Unapata ni ile yenye ilikuwa na kuna picha fulani yenye nilikuwa nimeona, unapata the parents they lash out on the kid, sindio? Maybe there's some unhealed trauma. They lash out on the kid, sindio? And then later on, when the kid is now fully grown, the kid now lashes out back at them. No, not at the kid, back to the parents. Alafu either ana lash out back to the parents ama hataki kudeal na pero wake kabisa. Juu yeye anakumbuka tu, the only thing yeye anakumbuka akiinteract na pero wake ni vile pero wake alikuwa anamwambia, you're not doing, you're not chini, all in the name of tough love, but it's actually your trauma that's just pushing them away. Unapata now when they're grown up, they really don't, especially ukipata ni mtu respectful, bado wako na hiyo nini ya respect, they don't want to lash out back at you, but they'll simply just avoid you. They'll avoid you, and then now once you're old, you'll start wondering, mbona mtoto akuji kuniona? It's cause mazee we mwenyewe ukumbuki, at the end of the day we human beings forget. Ndio unaona nikaa ulipatia mtoto chakula, ukampatia nyumba, ukampatia school fees,
you've done
kila kitu, but there's so much more. That's amazing if you can actually do that, sindio? That hiyo kumpatia chakula daily, because that's also a big task in itself, sindio? But the kid once he's grown up ataona the only thing, atakumbuka hizo chakula, atakumbuka hiyo school fees, atakumbuka hiyo nyumba, atakumbuka interaction zako na yeye. Atashangaa mazeni aje buda, hakuna time fulani buda achaikaa chini hata kubonga tu na mimi ama kunipeleka mahali. Kila time buda tu, ama mother ni kila time tu alikuwa tu, hakuna time yenye alikuwa na take ni makelele tu, alafu ananiacha tu hivyo. So unapata anaku avoid, anasema sitaki makelele, sitaki. They'll send you off somewhere, and if they're coming to see you, they're coming to you for such a short amount of time that they can't wait to get away from you again. So all those years now pile up, all those years unapata now that you can't, hata saa tuseme ulikuwa una hustle ndio upate do. Sasa umepata do, kila kitu, gari yako kubwa, but your children just don't want to see you.
You have everything.
Yeah, you have everything. Finally you have everything that you need, but watoto wako hataki kukuona. Get, because uto to interactions tudogo mazee. Hizo si hata tudogo, let's call them big interactions. Actually led them to your unhealed trauma passed on to them, and now they're trying to hide themselves so that they can. Now your unhealed trauma since imepass on kwa mtoi wako, if your kid is not self-aware enough that they go get themselves healed, and then they heal the rest of your so that they can't pass that trauma all the way to your grandkids, sindio? Utapata hiyo cycle itajirudia again and again and again and again. Utapata now you're in a cycle of trauma, and it doesn't cut off. So yeah,
you talked about kitu important, self-awareness, chenye it's a thing I think kila mtu anafaa kuwa na. It's actually a good thing. The moment you know yourself, this is me, this is who I am, this is what triggers me, I think utakuwa in a better position to maneuver through life and stuff. So sisi kama, I feel like Gen Zs na millennials tuko more aware of issue ya mental health compared to Gen X. So I also feel like tuko na responsibility towards hiyo. You don't have to say, oh mimi, my parents wako hivyo, they've never been there for me emotionally, they don't give me ninizo guidance talks nini. I saw a video where alikuwa anasema your parents pia wao ni vile wao una grow, vile jana you are 20, leo you are 25, pia wao wana grow pia, they're experiencing life. And since tuko na hiyo privilege ya kugrow in an age where tuko na hiyo exposure ya kama mental health, tuko more aware of things kualiko in a way. So I feel like tuko na responsibility pia ya do better. You can actually help your mom heal as you're healing pia. Don't usikuwa clouded na hiyo mentality ya oh my mom was bad, she was toxic nini. It's okay, that's her. Imanishi entertain and everything. You can find your way through it, and but in the same time you help her pia heal her own traumas.
Heal her own traumas. I actually understand that, because now since people are more aware about mental health, unapata it's honestly the path to self-awareness is more costly than people realize. No, at the end of the day, mimi naambianga wase heal is expensive. Nachikinka ile kidonda yenye unapatanga kidonda hapa, alafu unajipata unataka kujikuna kila wakati, si ndio? That's how it will feel. Your body is healing, yes, hiyo kidonda ina heal, lakini unasikia kujikuna kila wakati unasikia kujikuna, unawanda hii kitu ita happen lini. Now imagine this is an internal scar, si ndio? This is an internal scar and it's healing, so inakukuna. So hiyo kukuna, it's deeper, na utaki your feeling, so you'd rather just not go through it. Wanela going the path through self-awareness mazina za kudestroy. Yeah, most people don't realize that. Yeah, it will break you down vibaya sana.
So sometimes you actually get to realize some bad things about yourself. Na sio kila mtu ako open kuzikubali.
Exactly. So unapata on the path to healing, sindio, it's more of a destructive process because now you have to tear down yourself and rebuild yourself again. And sometimes not everybody can afford that. Wanaelewa? At the end of the day, not everybody can afford that. Unaona? Acha tu niwaambie tu live, on the path to healing, it's a destructive process. Wacha ile story yenye wasa wameambiwa ati namaste nini. Oh man, hakuna shit kaa hiyo mtu wangu. It will wreck you apart. It will wreck you apart, and then now you'll have to rebuild again. You'll have to rebuild again. You have to rebuild again. You have to rebuild again. Utaanguka, itabidi unini mazee. Utajisikia kujikuna mazee, lakini itabidi tu. Now most people are not ready for that. Most people are not ready to face that. So that's where this conversation now begins. It begins with you and me. Mi naweza kuambia for my own self awareness, hiyo vile tu naongea hapa, for my own self awareness, it came at a cost. It came at a very, very, very heavy cost, and I had to bear that cost by myself. Wanela, I had to go through that path alone, to that path of self-destruction alone. Sindio, it wasn't wacha tu nisiseme self-destruction. Let me say that path to destroy whatever it was that was hindering me from being somebody who's holistic, balanced. I don't depend on the positive, and I don't depend on the negative. Wacha tu nikuwe na balance. I can handle the negative when it comes, and if the positive comes, it doesn't make me even if the positive doesn't come, it doesn't make me lose perception of the fact that there is some good in this world. There is a lot of, not even some, there's a lot of good in this world. But checking yourself is expensive. You'd rather, a majority of people would rather just go with the wacha tu nifanye wacha nifanye kenye mjamaa ananiambia. Hii ndio path yenye nilikuwa nimewekewa, wacha tu nikae nayo. Mimi usini advice. Unaniget? Already mimi niko na hii path, na hata kama mazee I work, nitakazana nayo. So unaniget? Now it gets even worse when now you become like rich financially, mazee. You think now, because now you become rich, now mentally mazee, in a good place. You destroy your entire family, and you destroy your friends because of that. Manela, now because we put a high priority on rich people, we forget that somebody can be rich and still be an idiot. Sure. Vibaya sana. Like, you can be rich and you can be a big idiot. Vibaya sana. And you can destroy your entire family just by that. Waniela? Waniget? Being rich, anybody can be rich. But being balanced and being able to bring healing to your people, and bringing up people who are also balanced, and bring healing to other people, that's very difficult. That's especially in a family setting, especially kawe sasa ndio Buddha, especially kwa hii conversation mazima men ndio the men pia na the women, especially these days when they in the era of the single mom. Ndio we unapata hiyo nini mazina inakuja ina tear down kila kitu mazee kenye ulikuwa unajaribu kubuild. Hata kama even if you're a single parent and you get to a point where you're wealthy, you find your trauma labda ushai pass down to your child. Wanna get? So the fact that now you have the ability not to worry about money so much, take a step back, see if there's some traumas that are affecting your family. Analyze the trauma, if there's actually some trauma that's affecting your family, because that opportunity won't be given again. Once you leave this earth, umeacha familia na trauma, umeacha familia with a bad mental state of health. No. And that won't help anybody, hata kani pesa ngapi wako nazo. No.
I feel like self-awareness is actually it's a wide topic.
Yes.
It's really wide. Watu wakisikia self-awareness, I think wanafikirianga, like you said, hiyo being, is it zen ama hiyo
balance.
So self-awareness,
checking yourself.
Self-awareness is generally just
self-analyzing. Analyze thyself, know thyself. Unaona? Si hata kaa watu milioni moja wamesema hii ndio path poa, you've literally analyzed yourself to the point you'll be comfortable saying I'm not okay, even though those you million people are saying this is the correct path. I'm not okay with that. I can stand by myself. Sawa. And even though kenye mi nafanya wewe uelewi, I'm comfortable enough in my own skin to say that this is my path. I don't need you to understand it. I don't hate you when you're going through your path, but this is mine. I don't need to go with you on your path. No. And now it becomes even more difficult when now it's apparent, ndio. Unataka mtoto wako akue hivi. Unataka mtoto wako akue hivi. Unataka mtoto wako akue hivi. But later on una realize healthy wise, unapata mazee jamaa, let's say ni daktari na bibi yake pia ni daktari, lakini watoto wake wanne ni wasanii. Ndio?
Yeah.
Now unapata instead of madaktari kukashifu watoi ati juu mazee wanataka kuwa wasanii, they actually nurture the talent. Wanna get? That means mazee themselves, they're like, if this is what my child wants to do, sindio, let me help them along.
Yeah.
I'll use my medical experience to show them that A, B, C, D, you can try this and this and this. Na unapata mazee wana flourish. Ona.
Yeah.
Lakini saa on the flip side unapata let's say ni mother ni mfanyi biashara, buda let's say nikaa CEO wa kampuni fulani, wanataka mtoe aingie biashara, lakini mtoe anataka kuwa daktari. Ama kuna scenarios ka hizo. Mtoe anataka kuwa daktari, lakini mazao sana wanasema mazao tunataka uingie biashara. Tunataka uingie biashara.
They're projecting their goals and dreams
onto you. Na unapata let's say kuna mtu mmoja anataka kuingia biashara, well and good, but hao wengine mazao anataka wata complement hiyo biashara. When you get, it will be a good thing mazee to have different things in the family. Same way as vile hao madokta wawili wako na watoto wanne, wote ni ma creatives na wanainacha, na unapata watu wako balanced. Wako nje mazao yanachapa matembe sijui nini, wako very serious mazee. When you get, hata kama ni wasanii, wewe ukiwaangalia wako like god damn, hata wewe unasema god damn man, what the hell, I want that my kids to be like that too man. When you get, yeah, that's passing it along mazee. That means those parents mazee, they are balanced. They've taken time to know themselves, and in knowing themselves they know mazee, ataka ndio path ya ingependa mtu wangu achukue. If this is what you want, let me show you. Instead of showing you how to be a doctor, let me show you how to be a balanced human being. That's more of a gift than anything. Utapata mtu hata they won't be rocked by anything.
That was it for today on Mind Hub. Thank you for tuning in at Syokimaufm.Africa. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And follow us on all our social media platforms at Syokimaufm.Africa. Good times. I'm in love. Keep it locked.